Sorry to make you stare at nothing, but really I want to save this inflatable as a surprise. But ladies and gentlemen, we, in a conjoined effort, have reached 500 subscribers. Now, I started YouTube in December of 2011, so it has been a good 7 years, or, close to 7 years at least. And while it took long enough, I have been on and off of YouTube. So lately I've been pretty dedicated to it. So it's good to say that I'll probably be back for good. And here's to another 500. So I do have a special review for you guys today. And thank you for 500 subscribers. This is the reason I'm able to do this. This is what gives me motivation. So I have a 2011 inflatable as sort of an anniversary surprise. So let me think about this here. So yeah, if it was December in 2011, yeah, okay, just making sure it wasn't 2012. So anyways, I decided as a sort of a subscriber special, 500 subscriber special, I would buy my first inflatable off of a local ad. So this is my first inflatable instead of a thrift, or otherwise, besides a thrift store that I have bought used. Figured I'd give it a shot. It'd be a cool 500 subscriber special. So I bought my first inflatable off a local ad, and it is a 2011 inflatable. So here it is. This is a 2011 Santa helicopter, or not helicopter, airplane. So you can see it's got the 2011 box, and oddly enough, the lady got it off of Yard Inflatables, so it may even be newer than 2011, or it may be opened later than 2011. So I really enjoy this one so far. So I'll give you a little backstory on it. So I saw the ad for it. Let me scoot back here. Saw the ad for it. $30, and it said new in the box. So I was getting ready to just pay the full price, but I decided to bargain a little bit. I said $20. She said, okay, sure. So I thought, it could be a little too good to be true. So I drove down there anyways, about 40 minutes down south to Provo. And the thing is, I went over there and she showed me it. So she took it out of the cardboard box. It was inside of a cardboard box. And I opened it, and there was no bag, and it was faded as hell. And she said, oh yeah, well, we used it one time. And I said, this was supposed to be new in the box. She said, oh yeah, well, it was actually 3 weeks. Like, okay, so $20 still isn't bad for this, but once she actually took it out and I actually inflated it on her property, I noticed there were some issues with it. So the propellers there are brittle. It's sort of like that, make that crackling noise when you squish them. And it's way faded. So $20 is still decent for an animated inflatable with a good fan. This does have a YEF 125 like most animated helicopters and airplanes. So I guess overall it was a good deal. It was worth it. So I guess that'll conclude this, guys. So I will get this guy laid out, and we will show you what he's all about. So come to find out, I actually realized that all the stakes and tethers and the plastic bag was actually at the bottom of the box. So it may be newer, but still was used quite a bit. And she said she put it on her roof. So yeah, that if you put an inflatable on the roof, that wears it quite a bit. So it did come with the original instructions. You can see the old style instructions. Can be useful for newcomers. Set those right over there. And stakes and tethers aren't really in the box, so I just kind of put them in my little stakes and tethers collection. But there's the fan, YEF 125, and this fan is impossible to get to inside the inflatable once you unzip it. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now. So I'm just going to take it out and we'll inflate it for you guys. So I'll be back in just a second. So I will say this inflatable did take quite a bit of work when I first opened it, because you can see it's faded, especially the top of the hat and stuff like that. You can see it's way faded and he's got yellowing all over. But the main problem was it had a small hole and it was dirty, so dirty. Like you touch it and your hands turn black, literally. So I cleaned it. I even cleaned the underside of the base. You can see it was completely black and now it's white. So that seemed to do good. So anyways, you can even see the cord is just completely yellow, if I can get it in the right angle. So we're going to plug it in and see what this guy's all about. Here we go. Listen to that fan. That's how you know it's a good fan. Alright, so here we go. He's completely inflated. It has a little balance issue for some reason I'm not completely sure of. Still inflates tight, and I will give you a good view of it. So there it is. Still works flawlessly. Still inflates tight. But as you can see here, these propellers are super, super brittle. And I don't know if you know how these animated helicopter / airplane inflatables work, but they actually have rotator cuffs. And instead of them being electric, they're actually pneumatic. So what happens is, they put 2 holes inside the propellers. You can see one on each side. There you go. And it expels air out of each side, and it lets the propellers turn. And, you know, they turn at different intervals, so it looks really nice. And all the lights work, so they actually did use the spare bulb because it didn't come with it. But I'll turn off the lights so you can see. Turn off the other one. There we go. Lights up great. I think it might be out. One light might be out. But, yeah, I don't think the wings light up, but I could be wrong. So I'll give you a closer view at it. Santa actually doesn't have any eyes. It's just the goggles. So you're supposed to have the goggles down, and it looks really weird without them. So, here's the back. Yeah, I definitely think there's a light out, to be honest. You can see there's nothing lighting up there, but up there it does. When I mean it's a balance issue, it's supposed to be flat, you know, laying flat on the box like it is there. But this guy leans to the side, and the front wheels are off the ground, so I don't really know what the deal is. It could be a problem with the clips at the bottom, but I don't really see anything. And Santa does have a zipper on the back of him, so you can see that. It's going to be loud here for a second, but see, it lets it all in there, so let's pause that for a second. And I will say the propellers do make a small whistling noise, but it's not anything compared to like the head-turning inflatables that whistle like a banshee. So, anyways, I guess that'll conclude this, guys. So again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers, and here's to another 500. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you enjoyed it even more, maybe subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a thumbs down and tell me why you didn't enjoy it and how it could improve. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon at 600 subscribers.